Hey guys, how's it going? So I thought I'd do episode 3 of the maintenance tips. Just come back from a wee trail ride, and he's looking a little bit dirtier. Not too bad though. What I thought I'd do on this one is check the linkage grease and see what the factory gives us, because I went through a few river crossings and got it quite wet, so I want to make sure there's enough grease in the linkage. I've got nothing else to do. Weather's turned crap, so let's get into it. Alright, so that looks plenty clean enough for me. What I've got to do now is just jack it up with the stand just in front of the linkage, and then we'll start pulling the linkage apart. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is on the right side of the bike. You've got two nuts here and here. I'm going to pull them off first. I'm going to keep it real simple, just pulling them off and then putting them back on with some more grease. That's all I'm doing. Obviously the bike doesn't need a rebuild or anything yet. It hasn't done that much miles. So let's take these two nuts off and then have a look what's inside. Okay, so they look like 19s to me, so let's try that. Yep, 19s, so let's crack them loose. Alright, so I'm going to keep these videos slightly longer like the last maintenance video, just so you can see exactly what's going on. If I make any mistakes and whatnot, so you can learn for yourself. So let's see how tight these are for a start. Oh, okay. Hopefully they don't push the bike off the stand. I might need some more leverage. Alright, let's try this one for now, eh? Bugger it. I'll get the rubber mallet. 1 second. Alright, so I got the rubber mallet. It worked for this one. This one here was a bit of a pain, so I've already told you a wee lie. I did it off camera, but I had to stand on it here just to get enough leverage, because I don't really have an extension. I should get one. Anyway, it's nice and loose now, so just for the sake of the video, I wouldn't always necessarily do this, but as an idea, you can put right front, just a little bit of indication, so you can just put it back together without having to think too much, and then obviously the other side will be left front. So just a tip, let's get them off. Alright, so we're going to have to get some weight off the, there we go, off the wheel, so just lift it a wee bit. And there she is. There's a couple of washers in there. Number 1 is off. Alright, so I'm on the other side now. Just noticed this is right in the way of the kickstand, so we'll see how we go anyway. Let's take some weight off again, pull it out. Alright, come on, bit of water in there. There we go. Yeah, see that? That's interesting. Alright, I'll just have a quick look at it and see what's going on. Alright, so that was all good. It's just short enough to come out enough here without hitting the kickstand and then dropping down, so let's move to the next one. There you go, guys. There's that part of the linkage off. And how do we look? Zero grease. Almost nothing. So it's a good thing we've taken this apart. Right, so what we'll do now is we'll just get the wheel out of the way, like so. And then we'll move on to that suspension bolt there, and then the other one over there somewhere. Clean it all up, re-grease it, put it back together. Should be a job done. Alright, so I've just cracked this one loose because it's just impossible with the camera in the way. So that's nice and loose now. Alright, so this last one up here was a bit of a pain because if you can see, if I can get in there close enough, I can't get my socket in there because that's just too wide here. But what I did was go to the other side, which is more room, and I was hoping that it would loosen the nut on that side, which it did, thankfully. So now I should be able to just get this on there and loosen it, because I couldn't get leverage with this on the nut. So let's get this bloody thing off. Alright, here we go guys. She's off, finally. So let's get cleaning this up. So what have we got here? Here's the caps, for example. Not so much grease in there. It's a good idea for you guys if you've got a new DR650, this is what to expect. Let's pull one of these out and see what the inside of these look like. I've got one hand, sorry guys. Yeah, see there's barely anything on them. As you can see there. Next to nothing. So I'll just pull all this apart, clean it, re-grease it, and then reassemble. Alright, she's nice and clean, heaps of grease, ready to go. So I'll start putting it back on the bike and I'll get back to you once it's put back together. Alright, so all done. Let's double check to make sure everything's put together properly. I'm definitely disappointed in how much grease they put on from factory. It's definitely well worth doing, especially if you've got a bike, a little bit older bike. So let's drop it and see if it functions normally. Yeah, pull that out of the way. Alright, I'll put the camera down and we'll see if it looks normal and everything's functioning. Alright, so here we go. Yep, everything seems normal. Feels like a DR650 or a boat. And then I stop. Alright, job done. So that will be part 3, probably the final maintenance video. Thanks for watching guys. Until next time, catch you later. Cheers.